Oh man, this is really good. All right, first impressions, you're getting like the real raw thing. This as a daily, I'm already liking a lot. Lots of low end torque for sure. Hey, what's up, car fam? Today we're taking a look at the 2023 Acura Integra. Huge shout out to Lasher Auto Group. I'm actually here at the Elk Grove Acura dealership. So if you are in the market for one of these, they do have a couple as of the day I'm recording this video. So this one is the 6-speed manual. So it's the A-Spec tech package. It has some really nice features, including, of course, obviously the 6-speed manual. And another bonus is it has the ELS Studio 3D sound system. If you haven't heard this, it's honestly really amazing, and I like it a lot compared to other ones on the market. So today we're going to take a drive, give you my overall just first impressions. I have another video where I go over like the exterior features, the dash, all that good stuff. But today I just wanted to take it for a quick drive and let you know what I thought of the manual transmission as someone that does not daily drive a manual. I wanted to give you my feedback on that, what it feels like compared to the Civic Si. And then because I drove a Civic Type R not too long ago, kind of compared to that a little bit as far as like the clutch feel and the way the shifter feels and things like that in the hand. So this one's really nice. I like this color. They also come in this, I believe it's called Red Platinum Pearl. Let me double check. Performance Red Pearl, excuse me. So this one's also a really cool look depending on what you're going for. The red and the black actually contrast really nicely. They just sold an all black one. That one's my personal favorite outside of this white one. And then this color here too looks really good. So if you haven't seen any of these in person, try to find one at your local dealership. This is the liquid carbon color. So looks really good, especially like tint the windows, maybe a couple of like aftermarket mods once the aftermarket catches up on these. But either way, just in stock form, these cars look really great. So let's go for a drive. Ooh, the clutch, oh man, super smooth. I've driven a Civic Type R and that had a really nice clutch, but oh my goodness, this is super nice. So the last one I drove didn't have the, oh, so good. Oh man, this is really good. All right, first impressions, you're getting like the real raw thing. This as a daily, I'm already liking a lot. Lots of low end torque for sure. All right, it's gonna take a little bit to get used to it, but oh, I like it. Man, it's so easy. Most like, I mean, if you've been driving a stick for a while, of course it's like comes second nature, but I don't drive stick often at all. And this one is probably the easiest one I've driven. The Civic Type R was probably second best, and that was only because it's just a little bit different and I wasn't as experienced either. But this one, oh my goodness, I like it. I've literally been in here like a minute maybe, and I'm already getting like a feel for it. So it's really comfortable too. Let's see what mode it's in right now. Okay, so now I'm in sport mode. I could immediately feel the steering stiffen up. Oh, this is super cool. This is a really nice, like, luxurious daily. I dig it. And the way the, feels so good. It's the happy rever, like it really does like to rev. This is nice. So I love the interior on this one. It's nice because I don't know if you've seen the red in person, the red interior, but it has like this kind of plum purplish color that I do not like. And over time, that color because I've seen it in like the TLX, the last gen, it kind of gets even more purplish. So just something to keep in mind. But some people obviously love it, so you know, do what's best for you and stuff. But I like the black. It just has that classic look. You can keep this for 20 years, for example, and the seats and things like that are not gonna look dated in any way. Oh, I love how this manual feels. I don't know if they've tweaked it. Usually I know all of this stuff, but I don't know if they've tweaked it compared to the SI, but I really do like how it feels. Man, this thing has so much low end torque. Definitely feels different than the SI in certain ways. This is cool. I am happy. I am happy driving this. Visibility's pretty good. Kind of have, depending on your seating position, you kind of have this big piece right here, the B pillar. So depending how you sit, something to keep in mind for sure. So yeah, we're just gonna hit a couple blocks. I have a full review of the interior and exterior. Today I just wanted to do a quick drive, my literal like first impressions on what I think this car is like. So as a daily, from like the clutch feel, I can tell you right now, I really like how it feels. It's like soft. You can pick up on the engagement point. It does like happily rev, so the throttle input is pretty sensitive, but it feels super solid. And then the shifter, it has like great engagement, even the way it like bounces back to neutral. I know this is brand new, so it's a little bit different, and that'll probably get like changed over time, but it's like notchy in certain areas, but like buttery smooth when you're just like going, you know, up and down the gears. It's super nice. And even like how thin it is. The one on the Type R is a little bit like the older gen. It was more of like a baseball kind of. So this one feels nice because it's like a little bit smaller, a little bit like better in the hand. I like how this feels. It's like really easy to drive smooth. The seat is really comfortable. This one does have the ELS sound system, so that sounds amazing. If you've ever been in an Acura product, or maybe you haven't been, I highly suggest you check it out because it's a really good quality sound system that's better than Bose in my opinion. It just has like the clarity you want, and it has the like bass you want. The mids are nice, like it's really cool. Oh, I could daily this for sure. The only thing, like I've said in other videos, is the headroom in the back. My goodness, it's like pretty interesting how it's not that great. But if you sit the right way and kind of just like sink into the seat and like lean back, then it's different. But otherwise, it's like pretty, like it kind of touches your head even if you're not that tall. So just something to keep in mind if you're thinking about getting this car. The ride quality in this one, I think it has the adaptive dampers. I could tell it's totally different than the one in the CVT. And I'm on some like average roads, but even when I was on like good roads on the one with the CVT without the adaptive suspension, that one I could tell was way more like sport tuned, and as a daily it was pretty bouncy and pretty rough. This one does not have that vibe at all. It's way more like how you would expect an Acura to drive. Even though like it handles great and things like that, it still feels really nice. Yeah, so first impressions, which sometimes when you drive a car, it's like twofold. When you drive a car, you can tell a lot from the first couple of minutes, but then at the same time, that's not always enough time to get a feel for what a car is really like. But I could say first impressions on this one is giving me like all of the key signals that I want to know. So comfortable steering wheel, great, you know, feel and things like that. The seat definitely goes further back. I'm just sitting like this because in a stick, you have to, in my experience and things like that, like I have to sit closer than even like an automatic. So But otherwise, like super comfortable. Everything's like really simple, nothing too complicated with like adjusting, you know, the menu and things like that. So feel free to check out my other video for more details on like the infotainment system and things like that. But I just wanted to give you my first impressions on what this car is like, and specifically the manual transmission, because this is my first time driving it. So catch you in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if there's a certain car you want me to show off next, let me know.